This is a Lego 8x8 plate, and today I'm going to be using this as the set for my next fight scene stop motion. I don't think I've ever seen a stop motion filmed completely within such a small, confined set, but today we're going to give it a try. This is the world's smallest Lego fight scene. First up, I needed to build the set onto this tiny base plate. My main idea was trying to maximise the space as much as possible, so I wanted to make sure there were no unnecessary details taking space up inside. I used these panel pieces as they're indented, so they don't take as much space up, and the minifigure's arms can fit a bit inside their footprint. I'm going to use a lift for the fight, so that kind of makes sense why there'd be so many guys cramped in such a small space. Kind of like this scene from The Winter Soldier, that's what I'm going for. I also made it so the walls could easily be removed, so that way I can get the camera in super close to the action. For the lighting, as this set is super small, I opted for one light, this desk lamp here. It's got a flexible stand as well, so it'll make it a bit easier to move and get it closer to the set. This is without a doubt the smallest set I've ever used for a stop motion, so let's get into it. On to animating. One of the first problems was just because of how small the set was and how close I had to have the camera. Trying not to knock things over when I was filming was pretty hard. I used a trick I've used quite a lot now with the minifigure heads. I shaved down the inside to reduce the friction so I can spin them a lot more easily. It's really helpful with moving their heads when you don't want to move the body, as you don't have to use as much force and risk knocking them over. I also put a lot more decision into the shots and angles, making sure a lot of it focused around the upper bodies and was super close to the action of the figures. This allowed me to use blue tack on the floor and not have it visible, so I could easily adjust their position outside the regular confines of the Lego studs. For the camera movement, I added this after filming. I filmed everything quite wide like this, and then I went back, cropped it down and added the movement in. This made it a lot easier to manage the space and meant I didn't have to worry about camera movement and stuff outside the shot being visible. Also, to make that action super snappy, I had to reduce a lot of the shots in length. I usually add a bit of leeway on either side of the clip, but I didn't want it to feel as though the guys were waiting for him to attack them and take them down one by one. As they were so close, that wouldn't really make sense. I didn't want there to be breaks in the fight, so I trimmed a lot of it down by reducing a few frames here and there at the end of some of the actions. Also, for some of the punches or kicks, I would delete a frame in the middle just to make the impact feel a lot more powerful. I think that's about it for all the stuff relating to using such a small set. Everything else is just kind of general fight scene stuff, which I don't really want to cover in this video. I think I'm going to do a video on that at some point, so if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful or interesting, and if any of you want to make one of these super tiny fight scenes, definitely give it a shot. Tag me in the video and I'll check it out. That's all for now guys, thanks for watching and enjoy the video. Peace.